everyone, and welcome to another edition of Blisstech Solutions Tuesday Tech Tips. And today it's a 3-in-1, so we're going to give you 3 tips of how to free up the disk space on your computer. Windows computer, so if you've got a Windows computer, you might find that it's running slowly. You might have had a notification to say that you're running low on disk space, and these 3 tips will help you quickly free up some valuable space on your disk. So the first one is a utility called Disk Cleanup. So if I go to the search and just type disk, it appears at the top of my list, and I'm going to run this as an administrator because that will allow us to get more access to some of the system files that Windows leaves behind and can be cleaned up. So that can take a bit of time to run. That image was sped up to condense the amount of time down, but we can see here it's scanned our system, and we've got quite a lot of files here that we could clean up, and it will automatically go into the locations like recycle bin, temporary files, and some of the big ones are Windows Update files. So it downloads a Windows Update and it will keep those on your disk unless you choose to clean it up. So clicking OK will free up quite a bit of disk space for us. The next one is a tool that I like to use called Tree Size. So you can download this from the internet and it's free. And what this will do, again, run it in admin mode so we get access to more of the files. It will show us where our space is being used, and it handily sorts it based upon the most amount of space used. So you can see here under users, we can see all our different users on the system and how much space they're using. And if I just drill down, I can see I got 146 meg in downloads. There's a Teams file there that I can delete, don't need that anymore. And so you can go through and look at the folders that are using the most amount of space on your disk, and it will help you, give you an idea of what you can remove. And the final one, so I'm just going to double click on the little OneDrive icon down here. So if you're using OneDrive and files on demand, what it will do, as you access your files, it will download them to your computer, and as you create files, it just keeps them on your computer. If you want to free up some space, you see these little icons here. So that little icon there means that it exists on the computer, and this one means it's in the cloud. So if I right click on the desktop, for example, and say free up space, what that will do, it will remove the actual file from the disk and just create a pointer to it in the cloud so that it frees up that valuable disk space. And you can also do the same thing for your company folders as well. So if you've got any, working in Teams, you've got company folders that you've downloaded to your computer. If you right click and say free up space, that will instruct OneDrive to remove the files from your computer and download them from the cloud when you need them, freeing up some space. So 3 tips there that will help you free up the space on your disk drive. I hope you found it useful. Speak to you again soon.